Welcome back, ESPN NBA insider Ric Bucher. And there's been a lot of talk since the Magic were eliminated from the playoffs, even more, obviously, since the Lakers have been swept up by the Mavericks. Speculation that Dwight Howard will be traded for any number of Lakers and will end up there in Los Angeles. I want to read you a Twitter overnight, what Howard said. He said, "Why does it seem like the writers of the Orlando Sentinel," he's talking about his hometown newspaper, calling him out, "why are they trying to push me out of Orlando with dumb articles? It's annoying. Can I enjoy my summer and get ready for next season in Orlando, please?" The same thing you guys did to Shaq, SMH, which means shaking my head. And he's talking about article specifically by Mike Bianchi here, where they are calling for Shaq to please. Shaq, there you go. Hey. Right? It's just like Shaq almost 15 years ago. He leaves Orlando, leaves him with nothing, and he's being called to let the organization know what he wants to do. The final line of this article says, because it's the noble, classy, and right thing to do. So first of all, what's Dwight Howard's issue here? Because the inference is that if he doesn't let them know right away that he's not noble, he's not doing the classy thing, and he's doing them wrong. He has not let them know to this point what he's going to do. I have been told that he is having those conversations with his advisors to decide, do we stay or do we go? If we stay, what has to be here? He's not going to stay with the team as is. That is for certain. But if we're going to go, where do we want to go? And that conversation with the Orlando Magic has not happened yet, but it will. What he doesn't like is he's seen what LeBron James went through and what Carmelo Anthony went through, and he doesn't want to have this an issue every single day. He feels as if he's being forced to make his decision before he actually wants to. Because what the articles are saying here is, why would a franchise point guard, someone like a Chris Paul or a Darren Williams, come to Orlando if Dwight Howard is going to Los Angeles? Yes, well, the question is, can you get a Darren Williams or a Chris Paul to come to Orlando, even if Dwight Howard is staying? That's the question. They're going to those guys are going to have as many other options as possible. And when you look at what Orlando has, do they have the pieces that they're able to trade to get a Darren Williams or a Chris Paul? Or would they be willing to go to a small market like Orlando, where we see all these guys actually trying to get out of? He made a couple of moves earlier in the season, really to no avail. Very disappointing playoffs, even after their blockbuster trades. And again, he's going into his final year. Really quickly, have the Lakers called? They have not called, because Dwight Howard has to say to Orlando, look, I want out, and this is the place that I want to go. And keep in mind, he wants to leave his options open. He, like LeBron James, is a high school guy who was never courted by the colleges, never got to go through that recruiting thing. It doesn't mean that he necessarily wants to leave Orlando definitively, but he wants to experience what it's like to have a bunch of people saying, hey, look, if you came to us, this is what we do for you. Certainly being touted in L.A. as the move to make for that franchise. Absolutely.